Hey everybody, I'm Ben Hoffman and welcome back to Hoffman Reproductions. Sorry for the lull in the videos, but thank you for being patient and thank you for tuning in with us today. On today's video, I have a quick little update and a tip for you if you are into making your own black powder. I have a sort of a new old discovery that I have made I want to share with you today. But before we get into that, I just wanted to let those know that have been asking. We have buckthorn alder, or alder buckthorn, however you like to pronounce it, cut, seasoned, and ready to go. It's back on the website. This is the same type of wood that the Swiss Black Powder Company uses to make their charcoal. Makes excellent, high quality charcoal, making very fast, powerful black powder. So if you're interested in purchasing that, we have a good supply on the website for sale at www.hoffmanreproductions.com. And now on to our quick tip. Those of us that actively engage in flintlock shooting have all experienced this. A dissatisfying clash with no detonation of the priming charge and thus no detonation of the main charge. Now, regardless of what the History Channel will teach you, that is pretty rare with a well-tuned and well-maintained flintlock. If you have a good sharp flint, correctly positioned, a good hardened frizzen, a well-tuned lock, detonation is pretty darn reliable. I would not want to be on the receiving end of any of my flintlocks. It's pretty reliable, I would have to say. However, you can from time to time, for various reasons, experience dissatisfying clutch with no detonation of the priming charge. Now, constantly making old, new discoveries, I guess you could say, homemaking our own powder. One that I have found, while making the old-fashioned loose grained powder, that stuff, especially the dust, that after I've grained and sized all my powder that falls down through the screens, saving that stuff and using it as priming has made some of the best priming, and I will go ahead and say the best priming I have ever used in my flintlocks. During the past couple of years, using this stuff as my priming charge, I have found that I have not had a single misfire as far as the pan goes, the priming powder. I've had a few misfires where there's been something clogging up the touch hole, but no delays as far as, no misfires as far as the spark detonating the priming. They've been pretty consistent. I can't really remember a single one not lighting. So again, one interesting discovery along those lines that I have made, the old-fashioned loose grained powder, that was the type of powder that was originally designed to be used in matchlocks, wheel locks, flintlocks, and it wasn't until the late 1700s, into the early 1800s, where the discovery of pressing and corning and tumbling powder was made to generate the type of gunpowder that we use today. Which, for shooting a main charge, yes, that is superior. We've proven that. You can make more powerful powder and various other advantages to making that kind. But as priming, as these guns originally were designed to use, the old-fashioned loose-grained powder is superior for priming. Now, the reason for that is because that open-pored powder, if you will, it's less dense, so it's more porous. Also, it's not tumbled or polished, glazed as we call it, that is used in modern powder production. And when you do those two things, press or corn powder and polish them, it raises that detonation temperature just a little bit, which is good as far as using it in the main charge, because scientific research has found that making powder that slows that detonation down just a hair will make for a more accurate and reliable shot when shooting in the main charge. But when priming with it, you can on occasion, because of that, experience a clutch with no ignition of your priming. This is especially prevalent in those that shoot reproduction matchlocks. The 11 Bang Bang guys, they found that out and did an excellent video on that, demonstrating that modern powder used as priming that has been corned and glazed, it was kind of pokey with a matchlock. And then they switched over to the old-fashioned loose grained powder for priming, and detonation was just one after another with no delay or hesitation at all. And again, it's because that powder is much more porous and it will ignite at a lower temperature. So if you have a flintlock that maybe is a little punchy, maybe has a little bit of a weak spark that is generated, give that old-fashioned loose powder a try as priming, especially the fine stuff, the dust. I have found we are still making new discoveries by reviving this old lost art of powder making, and that's an excellent one to have in your arsenal. It gives you a good edge with a flintlock. So give it a try. I think you'll be happy with the results. Just a quick video today, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks.